intermittent fasting is something that seems to be becoming more and more popular on YouTube. It's the perfect example of how people have taken something that is a completely natural process and tried to turn it into something to sell, something to promote, and kind of skewered our understanding of what intermittent fasting is. There's a lot of people on YouTube and all over the internet, and even some people on television, who are talking about how intermittent fasting is going to help you lose weight and lose fat and make you lean and muscular and all this stuff. The idea of intermittent fasting is that you eat your food within a very short period of time for the day, and then you have this long stretch of time where you don't eat anything, so that your body goes into fasting. There are lots of different types of intermittent fasting. One of them is that you eat all of your food within an 8-hour window, and then you spend 16 hours fasting. There's another thing called the warrior diet, where you don't actually eat anything all day long, and you pack all of the calories and all the nutrients you need into one meal. Now, to me, that sounds like binge eating. And then there's another way of intermittent fasting where you eat all the food that you need for a day in a 4-hour period, and then you spend the next 20 hours not eating, and you're just fasting all that time. The point about intermittent fasting is that you don't need to do intermittent fasting, because every single human being on this earth already does it. We already do it in a completely natural, safe, harmonious way. Most of us will eat an evening meal, and then we don't tend to eat anything until we have breakfast the next morning. You eat your evening meal, let's say at 7 o'clock in the evening, and then you eat your breakfast at 8 o'clock the next morning. That's a 13-hour period where your body has had no food. So for 13 hours, when you've been sleeping or relaxing in the evening, you have been fasting. Every single one of us fasts. We all practice intermittent fasting. And then until your breakfast the next morning, whatever time that is, 7, 8, 10, 11. The point about breakfast is that, what does breakfast mean? Breakfast means break fast. Breakfast is the first meal that you eat in the day after you've slept, after you've had your evening meal the evening before. Most of you out there are probably thinking I'm mad for saying you can eat your breakfast at midday, but if midday is the first time that you eat that day, that's your break fast meal. We all do intermittent fasting. It's completely natural, and the complete and utter bullshit that's being put out on YouTube by these guys who are like, yeah, I eat one meal a day and then I don't eat anything else until the next day when it's time to eat that one meal. That's not intermittent fasting. Somebody has invented a system by which to sell products and sell this diet and sell that. Intermittent fasting is what we all do. It's a completely natural process. When you go to bed, your body goes into fasting mode, and that is when your body repairs itself. Your body needs all the energy it can get to repair all the damage that's been done to it during the day. If your body isn't digesting food, then it can repair itself much more because it's got more energy to do the repairs. I practice intermittent fasting. I don't have to do anything. I just eat an evening meal, relax, go to bed, get up the next day, have my breakfast. You, watching this video right now, are practicing intermittent fasting. You don't need to watch YouTube channels, YouTube videos with all these people telling you, eat all your food in a 4-hour period, eat one meal a day and then starve the rest of, until 24 hours when you eat again. That's not intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is what you and I and everyone else on this planet does in a completely natural, safe way. Let's distance natural intermittent fasting that we all do from all these bullshit videos on YouTube of, let's just be honest about what intermittent fasting is.